Art.
Oh yeah! 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 Oh yeah!
Famous cartoonist says things.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah!
Famous cartoonist draws things.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah!
Famous cartoonist paints things.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah!
Famous cartoonist Art Baltazar.
Oh yeah, man. I'm here. I am live again. Tuesday night, whatever night this is. I'm doing it, man. Waiting for Mando. Waiting for the Mandalorian season finale. It is upon us, but it's still 12:30, 11:30, 2.5 hours away, possibly 3 hours away. But I'm doing it, man. D Brad is here. What a pleasant surprise. What's up, D Brad? Yeah, man, I'm wide awake. I'm trying to stay wide awake. So I reposition the camera a little further away. I got some Yogg's Book 2 artwork ready to be drawn. I got a new background, a little random different background. You can see my other drawing chair and my supplies and my pliers and my collection up there. Flintstones and Mickey. But man, I'm sitting in my art studio ready to go, man. I'm waiting for this season finale. I have my predictions, but I don't want to predict too much because I want this to be a surprise. I want to see what happens, you know? And see, oh yeah, going live. Oh yeah, Wolfie. You guys hear me good, right? Let's see, man. Happy Superman Day. That's right. Today's Superman's 85th anniversary. And we're here to celebrate Superman. I'm wearing him on here. See? There he is. I got all your comics. I'm representing all over the place, man. I'm here. I'm here, large and in charge and live and take no jive. David Foley's here, Taco Tuesday. Swig for David Foley. Swig for tacos. Mickey's here. All right, Mickey, how you doing? It's good to see you, Mickey. Oh, yeah, we're live. Yeah, man, we're live. We're doing it. We're doing it, man. I'm going to draw some stuff. Got about 2 hours. 11:30, 12:30, 1:30. It's 2 hours, 2.5, almost 3 hours. I usually watch Mandalorian about 2:10 or 2:15. I start putting it on. And it always takes a little bit to get going sometimes. I got to press play several times, but it works, man. Do you think we will see Pedro Pascal's face? I'm thinking we're going to see someone's face. I think the armorer lady, I think she's going to reveal her face. I think she might be a bad guy. I think her and Gideon might be a bad guy. I'm hoping, like, all the stuff we hope for is way too much story that they can put on TV. So I think they might do something to show that Gideon was here during the Purge, that he was one of Darth Maul's guys. I'm thinking just because he's wearing black and red and he's got the horns on his helmet, that'd be real cool. Because, like, if they explain where the other guys got their armor, it's probably coming from the armorer lady. But I'm ready to give whatever to give, but it has to be good. No more Saturday Night Live, people. No more stupid actors interrupting my stream of consciousness. I just want it to be cool. I just want it to be good. Hopefully we'll get something cool. It says, I'll be here for a while, but not staying up for the premiere. Man, I can't let the premiere go without watching it, because the moment I go online tomorrow, like I make my coffee and I get my phone right in front of me. I drink my coffee and whatever treat I'm having, toast usually or something like that. And then I scroll on my phone. It's like the phone is the new newspaper in the morning. So if I look at it casually and I forget that I'm supposed to watch Mandalorian, then something's going to get spoiled. And I hate that. So I'm going to watch it tonight. I'm going to stay up. If I lay down right now, I'm just going to be laying there tossing around, waiting, thinking about things that I should be doing. So I'm going to do those things. I got lots of things that I have to get done. I have 4 projects that need to be finished before May 1st. Well, need to get started, mostly with the sketches and drawings. But I gotta hunker. These next 4 days, man, I'm gonna be hunkering hard. Hunker hard, man. Hardcore hunkery. Oh yeah, modern Stone Age family. Yeah, man, I like the Flintstones. Flintstones rock, man. I'm digging it. Have you ever been shrinking on Apple TV? Have you been watching Shrinking? No, I don't know what that is. I haven't been there, but that sounds interesting to me. I don't have Apple TV. I don't know where to get that. I'm trying to not have so many streaming things. I got a few that I canceled. Now my wife and my daughter want to watch something on Hulu, so I have to see if I have that, but I think my son has that. So it's all nuts, man. I watch a lot of Disney Plus and Netflix, and then I watch a lot of YouTube. I watch live streams. I like when my friends go live. I like watching different things, or I just watch the same stuff over and over. But I don't really explore past Netflix or Disney Plus. Sometimes I watch Max, HBO Max, and sometimes I watch Amazon, but not that much. But I don't really get tied up in stuff. Like if I go watch, I'll watch Breaking Bad again. I'm in the middle of the 15th season. Or I'll just watch like Planet of the Apes or Star Wars stuff all the time. I just put stuff that I'm familiar with. So I don't know. Let's see. I still haven't started the new Mando season. Still catching up on Andor. Man, just skip Andor, man. You're going to waste your time. But just stop Mandor. Andor. I don't know. I didn't like Andor. I thought I wasted my time. I still don't know what happened. I watched all of it. And it took me real long to get through it. But Mandalorian season, this new one is right in the middle of the season, was slowed down a bit. It was kind of like, it was worth watching, but I liked every episode, but they did get a little slow and you're waiting for something. But that last week, man, it helped. It helped. So I won't spoil anything. But hopefully something happens today. It says, I want to see Katie unmasked. Oh, I see. I see what you mean by unmasked. But not unhelmeted. She did take her helmet off a few times. But yeah, she's cool. I like watching her walk around carrying a helmet, getting out of the ship, you know. So it's good. She's cool. The armorer is B. Arthur. That would be fun. It could be her, man. Yeah, bring her back. Is she dead yet? I don't know if she's dead. Are all the Golden Girls still around? Or just one of them? But I know that the mom was playing the Golden Girls and she was only like 8 years older than the oldest one or something. I don't know. But it'll be cool. Bring back the frog couple. Oh, yeah. The frog couple from Mando, yeah. When they had all those eggs. That was cool. I like that first season had a lot of adventure, and I don't mind the episode telling of each story. It was kind of cool. And you got to see a little, I think that you got to see a little more of the characters that way. Because this last season is a little bit stepping away from Din Djarin a little bit, which I like to get it back to Din Djarin. And I think that's what happened with Boba Fett a little bit. I think, like, okay, because like the first season of Mandalorian, there was nothing to connect. They could go forward and explore an episodic episodes where they can have one and done or the monster of the week, and that's kind of cool. You can fight a bad guy. You have an overall linking plot, but each episode could be something cool. Like one of my favorite episodes was with the big spiders in the snow. That was really fun. And it kind of got away from that. but it was turning into the ship broke down. We got to go to another planet to find a part, find out someone who can fix it, and then get a little mission. But I didn't mind that. That was pretty cool. When you watch all those together, those are pretty fun. And I think Boba Fett started to ruin itself when Mandalorian showed up on those episodes. Like, I liked it when it was coming out. I liked all that when that was happening. But now that you see Mandalorian season 3 start, you see where it weakened. Boba Fett actually weakened the Mandalorian story because now they're trying to connect all of these things. And I think if they just let the stories be their own shows, like Obi-Wan did it pretty good, but it's still, Obi-Wan was a little bit too many characters maybe, but I still liked Obi-Wan. I liked Obi-Wan a lot. I liked Boba Fett, like the Mandalorian stuff really, when Mandalorian showed up and the Jedi and all that stuff. And it really, like, after I remember seeing that episode saying, man, that's how you make Star Wars. That's it, like that. But now I'm thinking, I wish they'd saved that for Mandalorian season 3. And my friend Adam Crone brought that attention to me, and I'm like, well, maybe. Now I'm seeing he was right, and that's what they should have did. But they could have shortened Boba Fett by 2 episodes, but they could have made him do more things. They could have made him fight. But I don't know. It's what we got. And hopefully, if they make a season 2, they can learn from this. But I hope this finale stays in the Mandalorian universe and doesn't try to connect to, like, Ahsoka or anything. But I think it's going to. I think they're going to try to do all those things. So we'll see. It would also be like, because we know right now that Luke is around, Han Solo's around, all these characters are still around. Lando's hanging out, Chewbacca's around. So if Boba shows up saying he's looking for Han Solo, that would be cool. Because even Jabba the Hutt's cousins, they got to be mad at Han Solo for something because he never paid back Jabba. He ended up getting frozen, but then he got rescued, and then he killed Jabba. Like, Han Solo and his friends destroyed Jabba the Hutt. So wouldn't these Hutts be mad? Like in the Boba Fett, I was waiting for them to mention Chewbacca's name or Chrysanthemum to go after Chewbacca. I was waiting for that connection, but they didn't. They didn't do that. And then Chrysanthemum made an orange at the end and walked off like Sasquatch. It was just weird. But hopefully they give us something cool, man. Let's see what people are saying. It's time for the critic to crack the whip. Yeah, man, don't mention him. The critic. Oh, there he is. But there's Salma's up there too. I got the critic here and the vampire. I don't know what's happening, man. The critic will be around. Once I start drawing, man, he's gonna be nuts. Let's see. The Mandalorian. Yeah. They tried to squeeze some Andor into the Mandalorian this season, and it rubbed me the wrong way. I tell you, I don't need to know too much about that. That story was okay, but I think it went a little too long. They didn't have to go as long as they did. It took like a half an hour to tell that story, but it was okay. I enjoyed it. I guess it had payoff, but they bookend it with some Mando stuff and TIE fighters, so that's what's cool. I like Star Wars when it feels like Star Wars. You need some TIE fighters. You need sound effects. The Golden Lorians, the B. Arthur Lorians. The B. Arthur should be in Star Wars. They bring her back. She's in canon, man, because they mentioned Life Day in The Mandalorian. The first episode, they mentioned Life Day, and they brought it back again. They mentioned it again somewhere. So hopefully they bring it back. Are the Golden Girls all gone? Are gone. All of them, even the young one, because I know that the feisty one who liked to flirt. I think when they started the Golden Girls, she was only like 50 years old or 51 or something like that, or mid 50s, and they made her old. So I'm like, man, I don't know, because that's my range. That means the Golden Girls are in my range now. And I never felt that before, but I'm starting to see what people are saying, man. They should be they should do the Golden Guys, and have me and Franco and Brother Bear on the show. That'd be cool. Maybe Wayne could guest appear. We could do a Golden Guys podcast, you know? I met the armor, and she's hot redhead for Ed. Oh yeah, man. I'm gonna say that you probably found her very attractive. I don't know who she is underneath the helmet. I don't know who the actor is. I don't know. So if she does reveal her face, it's gonna be a surprise to me. Hopefully it's no one. I don't know. It don't matter who she is, but hopefully she's not from Saturday Night Live or some actor that's gonna distract. Hopefully she doesn't distract if she shows. Because that's the worst thing, man, is when the actors take you out. Even like the Back to the Future guy, he took me out of the scene. I didn't like it. I wish he wasn't in it. I wish it was a different guy. But now if I watch it, when I watch it again, it's okay. But the first time you watch it, it takes you out of the scene, you know? Wayne's in love, it looks like. Oops, I made a typo. No worries, man. I understood what you were coming from, my brother. So I met the Smorer, the armor, and she's a hot redhead. Oh, cool. So now I know she has red hair. Maybe she plays Mara Jade, and maybe Mara Jade is in there in the armor and the helmet. Somehow Palpatine returned. Yeah, he did. How did he do it? They should have said, somebody in the background should have said, like in a comic book, or a asterisk, see Mandalorian. And it would be cool if this stuff leads to like Snoke. It'd be cool if somewhere along the line we saw like, I know Thrawn's coming, but wouldn't it be cool if like somewhere along the line we see a Snoke clone and he fights Luke Skywalker or something like that? You know, I would like to see Snoke. Right? It doesn't have to tie into the sequels. There's a lot of cool stuff in the sequels, but they frustrate me too. But I like them for what they work, and the sequels work very good as individual movies, but they don't work real good at connecting them. But as individual movies, they're just fine, I guess. Except for that last one, it was all over the place, and Lando just laughed a lot. That's all he did throughout the whole thing. I don't know, what are you gonna do? If you didn't watch Boba and only Mando, the beginning of season 3 is so confusing. Yes, that's true. And a lot of people, I'm thinking a lot of people did that because they're saying that the viewership of Mandalorian is lower than it was. And that's why I'm kind of thinking they should keep these shows separate. They could cross over slightly because we know Boba and Mandalorian is the same timeline because they cross over real tight in some of the episodes. But keep the story separate. Don't cross them too much because I know when Boba Fett, man, when Mandalorian show up and you saw his silhouette in the music, you're like, whoa, that was cool. Like, what's he doing here? But when we showed, if they saved that for Mandalorian season 3 as the opening scene, that would have been so much bigger and people would have stayed with this. I think people would have stayed with this season. Because a lot of people, I think, are dropping off, or they may not be dropping off, but they're not staying up all night to watch it live like they did the previous seasons. I think that's what's happening. I don't know. I think they gotta. They're like, people aren't waiting. They don't need to see it right away, but I do. I'm still on board, man. I'm still here. I watched every Obi-Wan Kenobi the moment it went live too. So I loved all that. I love the Vader scenes, and Ewan McGregor scenes are cool. You know, my keyboard on my iPad is sticky, so there are typos. That's all right, man. We like typos here. That's like if you type fast. When you type fast, typos will happen, but we get it. We got you, man. GG are all dead. The Golden Girls are gone. They're dead, man. Golden Grams. The Golden Girls are gone. That's too bad. She's Emily Swallow. Oh, that's her name? Emily Swallow. Swallow. Yeah, she's Emily Swallow. I don't know who that is. Still don't know. Never heard that name. But I will be aware. I'm sure we will all know who she is by tomorrow morning. Can you draw Salamanderorians? Yeah, I could. I like drawing lizards. I could draw lizards. I'm working on a book with monkeys in it right now. They're going to fight lizards from the future. So the Webster's Spider Monkey #2 will be up. And look what I got. I'm going to show you guys. This book right here. This was going to be my book for May. It is my book for May. Webster the Spider Monkey #0. And I couldn't wait. I put it on my website today. So it's up there for 2 weeks early. #0 collects all the Dark Horse pages. Brrr, first appearance of Webster the Spider Monkey. So this is up there for sale. I'm real happy about it. People are asking, hey man, when are your new books coming? Why put it up early? It's true. It's true. It's up there today. Breaking the internet, breaking history. Somehow the Golden Girls returned. That's right. That's right. Will Webster be in the shop? Yeah, Webster's there. He will be in May. Webster number 0 will be in the shop. Webster number 1, I don't know if I have it here. Webster number 1, I don't have it here, but no, Webster number 1 is already in the shop right now. Webster number 0 will be in the shop May 1st or close to it. Whenever that first Monday or Tuesday is that I show up near May 1st. Yeah, probably in a few weeks. It will be there. Every book I've ever done will be in the shop. And I'm continuing to make more. I decided to, talking to #Joe today, that I am going to make my rated R book. Me and Franco wrote a book in probably around 2004, before we were even doing Tiny Titans. It's a rated R book about the Big Bad Wolf's son. And now that I did a cover for Good Boy, and I talked to them over the weekend in Muncie, I'm like inspired to bring this back. And I don't think, I never wanted to bring it back because it's a rated R and they're swearing. It's really violent and nasty, but I think I'm going to do it. And I thought maybe like pitch it around so my company name and logo's not on it, but I'm thinking like, yeah, I'm going to do it anyway. I'll just tell people it's rated R before they buy it, you know? Because it's real nasty. It's real violent. There's nudity. There's all kinds of things in it that happen. It's called Little Nasty Wolf. But that me and Franco wrote that, and I have all the sketches and thumbnails in my sketchbook. I just have to make the pages. But it'll be real fun do a 20-page one-shot. And that's going to happen, man. Maybe I'll even charge like $10 because it's a specialty. I don't want any kid to grab it by accident. But maybe, I don't know. It depends who the kid is, you know. I'm not sure. Let's see what you're saying. Does that Webster comic include the digital comic you made for Comixology? Webster number 1 contains the digital comic from Comixology, but I included issue 2 and 3. So it's Webster number 1 is like a 40-page or 38-page book. And Webster 0, this collects all of the Dark Horse stuff that was in that trade paperback. His first appearance, and then when they fought, see if anything in here. Oh, this first half collects when he's in Dark Horse Comics, and the second half collects his first appearance from online, where Webster looked like this. Webster looked a little different. His costume was a little different. He had different colors. So it's his first appearance from 2000, and then his first appearance in a Dark Horse trade from, I think it was 2016. I'm gonna look. Where is it? 2015. So Webster's first appearance from 2015 in Dark Horse trade, and his original first appearance from my web comic that was on my website in the year 2000. But I don't think they're on my website anymore. I'm not sure. But this book's a collection, because as I was doing issue 1, I realized that this story comes first. This comes before issue 1, and it kind of cross over, because here's Rhinoceros Jack, and in Webster number 1, he comes down from space, and we see where's he been. And in this book, you see how he got there. So it's kind of fun. I like it. If you have the Dark Horse trades, that's fine. You don't have to get it, but this cover is exclusive to this book. So it's a variant cover, and I don't think it has any pinups. Oh yeah, it has pinups by Troy Donagara in here. But here's a cover number 1. This book is on my website already. That one's already on my website. So as of today, you can get number 0 and number 1 on my website. And I'm working on a number 2, probably a number 3 also, because I almost filled up number 2 with stories. And my big ape and lizard adventure with Armand from the future is going to probably take place in issue 3, all 20 pages or 25 pages, whatever it will be, just all one big story. Whew. That all makes sense? Any cool free comic book day special stuff? Yes, I'm going to be at All Yeah Comics in Skokie on Free Comic Book Day, and I'm going to have probably have about 2 or 3 new books that aren't on my website yet. I'm going to bring all my books that I don't have anywhere. They're going to be at my table, and I'm going to have books before they go live on my website. So that's the benefit of meeting me at a live show, is that I'm bringing all my books that I printed, because I'm about four months ahead on printing right now. I got 2 books coming in the mail just in the next 2 weeks, and I'll probably print another one next week. So before May, I should have at least 2 or 3 new books before Free Comic Book Day. So I'll bring them with me to Skokie. We'll have a good time. Maybe I'll bring some Harold's chicken strips or something. We could all eat them with a fork so we don't get messy. Flip me a message if you want to see a picture of me with Emily. Oh, yeah, man. I always love to see you with a pretty lady. You're a good man, Wayne. Color rated R, the comic. Yeah. It's going to be Comics After Dark or something. Something's going to happen. AC Toy Design. Thanks for the man beef. You're ready, sir. I mean, you're welcome, sir. Swing for AC Toy Designs. Adam Crone all up in here. Yeah, man. That didn't sound right. Get some oats. What? Nothing ever sounds right, man. Webster goes number 2. Yeah, he goes number 2 all over that book. So that'll be cool, man. I'm working on number 2 right now. He fights ninjas. Webster the Spider Monkey fights ninjas. And there's a crossover book. There's a crossover story with Kid Slapshot meets Webster the Spider Monkey. It's like a backup story in issue number 2. It's a 5-pager. It's going to be cool. I read the story already. Troy worked on it. It looks awesome. And then number 3 will be the gorillas versus the lizards. But my gorilla character's name's Gerard. I think his name's going to be Gerard now. Gerard. And you're going to see him in issue 2. He's going to save Webster in a little adventure. But I have to make it fit. But I think I could do it. The first story I have is 11 pages. Then the Troy story is 5. So that would get how many? It only gives us 2. Now, it might be a longer book. It might be 24 or 28 pages. I got to see what goes on. And if not, then that story will be in issue 3. I feel like I'm talking like Dan the Deal right now. Real fast. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I caught Artie live. Oh, yeah, Kevin Kleinhans. You're a good man, Yagams. Good to see you. I like watching your YouTube videos. They're funny. I like them, man. Your unboxing ones are cool. Does he throw poop at the ninjas? No, he doesn't. There's no poop jokes. He doesn't do poop. He's pretty civilized monkey. Wears a costume, so poop will be hard to get to the poop because it'll be stuck in his tights. You know? Can you still call it Comics just in a different tone of voice? Yeah, maybe. I might have to go with what Stone Cold saw. When Stone Cold said when he called me, "Oh hell yeah." Yeah. Yes, call him Gerard. I am. I'm going to call him Gerard. Or GG for short, which means, of course, GG means Gorilla. We're Golden Girls. For on that lane, same stream. We're Golden Girls, Golden Guys, Goofy Guys. You know, all that stuff. It's going to be good, man. Should we draw stuff now? What's how long we got? I've been talking for 30 minutes. I'm going to draw some Crybaby stuff. How about some Yogs? Yogs Book 2 is going to happen right now. I'm working on Yogs Book 2. I'm on page 7. I should be way more ahead than I am. I'm on page 7, which is going to cause me problems later if I don't speed up now. I almost went to the coffee house over here. It's open till midnight, but it's midnight now. So I didn't go, which I might go tomorrow. Tomorrow I think I'm free. I got to just hunker down and draw all day. Like I said, I got 4 projects I got to get done. One I can't tell you about. One is AEW Wrestling. One is Yogs Book 2, and the other one is Svengoolie. So I got to do all those things. But right now we're going to draw. Let's do it. Oh, yeah, man. I like when it works. It makes me happy. Makes me laugh. Makes me laugh when things work, man. It says 1, 2, 3, draw. So draw $6 million man in a red jumpsuit. $6 million man. I'm not gonna draw him. Hunker down the live stream. Yeah, man. I'm not gonna draw no Steve Austin. He called me instead. Steve Austin called me, but he was the wrestler, not the $6 million guy. But I'm gonna draw, man. I'm working on this is Yog's book 2. I gotta hunker down and do this, man. I gotta just plow through some of this stuff now. I've been drawing it, laying it out, and thumbnailing it. That's the hardest part, I guess, because now drawing it is just it's just like robotic. It has certain not robotic. I don't know what the word is. Automatic. I already know what I'm supposed to do, what it's supposed to look like. So I just get in here and do it. I get in here and just do it. And the fun part is the drawing part, and the coloring is even more fun. It's like coloring goes so fast. The drawing part is all figured out when I do all of these thumbnails. So I should be good. I just have to do it, man. Just have to get in there. Just gotta like put something on my TV here, my computer. Right now I'm watching a lot of baseball. So I put some baseball games on and just get the business and the focusing on the game. I listen to the game, but right now the White Sox are losing a lot. I think they won today. I didn't see the game in about 2 or 3 days. Last game I watched, they just lost. They just let everyone beat them. But I still like watching the baseball games, even if the Sox are going to lose. If they're going to stink up the place, I still watch them. It's my team, you know. Got to watch them, man. Got to watch them. Can't give up. Can't give up. Gotta let them do their thing. Get through their stuff. Hopefully they'll show up at the end and do something cool. I mean, look at that. Oh yeah, that was fine tuning there. Look at there's this guy's name is Zot. This guy's name is Zot. I think his name used to be yeah, it was always Zot. Crazy Zot, his name is. Because I got the Crays. The Crays are all named Cray something. But this guy's name's Crazot. The other one's Crazoe. And then I got Creamy. Creamies. Not just me, it's Mees. Creamies. And Creamies is called Mees because that's the Cray that when I was drawing them back in the 90s, that's the one that was me. So his name is Creamies because he's me. You see? Clever, right? Yeah, you're real clever, Baltazar. Oh, he's here. The critic is here. You can't hide from me, Baltazar. Oh, he's up there. Man, I hate that critic guy sometimes. He's going to get me. Selma's just hovering. She's hovering. She's in the rafters looking down at me. She's ready to bite. She's going to bite me around 2:30 in the morning. I know it. I know how she works. She keeps me awake. Makes me go to bed at 7 a.m. instead. Because I'm going to get you. I will bite you later. That's what she said. Just like that. She's going to bite me later. I said, I take you. I'll take you in advance. It's not true. Like, critic. God bless the critic. I'm glad he's back, Baltazar. What? See, he's got some secret thing here. It's like it's the first time drawing it. I don't like it. He's got a secret DNA concoction hooked up to his gun. His weapon. Can't call it a gun, right? Can't say gun anymore. So I gotta call it like maybe it's just a weapon. Weapon of choice. I don't know what to call it. I don't think I call it a weapon. I think I just show it. You're not allowed to say things. People get mad. So this is the weapon he uses to fight or challenge the gouache monsters. Can you still say fight It is. They're at war. I use the name war. Is right in the title. So it's the Gouache War. Because they're fighting them, man. They're at war with these guys. And the Gouache are nasty. They just want to get you. They just want to slime you. They want to make you sticky and uncomfortable. That's all they want to do. They want to make sure that they control you and kill you. They want to kill you. All of those things together. It's not nice. Wash monsters are not nice people. We don't need nice people. They're bad guys, right? Let's see what I can do. Yeah, here you go. The Gouache monsters. Got monsters right in the title of their name. Why would they be good people? They were born a monster. They were born this evil. Do like this. Screw this thing on there. What do you think? Should go behind? Yeah, like that. We'll do that. We'll do that, man. Hey, man. Should I do this? Yeah, that's all right, right? I don't like it. Nah. I'm going to do something else. I want it to sit on top of this. Yeah, right there you go. There you go. Because he screwed it on it. In previous. Wayne sent me a picture. I'm going to look at it. Now I'm going to know what she looks like, though. See, like that. That looks good. If I look at it, Wayne, I'm going to know what she looks like. I'm going to show the peeps. Let's take a picture of. Let's look at see what Wayne sent me. Wayne sent a lot of things. I got a package coming to you too, Wayne. I got a package here for you, ready to go. Oh. Oh, she's pretty. That's the armor? Is that the lady with the green pants? I'm going to show it up to the screen. You see her? That's her. It's Wayne and the armorer. She's the Mandalorian in charge. Wow, that's cool. Or is this her? Or maybe you got her 2 days. This might be 2 days in a row. You're both wearing different clothes. But that's cool, man. I dig it. I dig it. I'm gonna give Wayne a thumbs up. Check my messages on this show. Let me see what you guys are saying. Hunker Down live stream says, when I signed up for a book convention online last month, they gave me a free PDF of Yogs, but I haven't read it. I feel like I'm cheating. Oh, that's right. You have the unedited version. So you could see it, man. You could read it. I'd be all right with it. And I know that a lot of people who go into these live Zoom calls, Zoom book conventions, they get a free download. And from what I heard is that 1,800 people, it was either 1,800 or 2,600. I'm thinking it was 1,800 people. Oh, that's what it was. It was 1,800 people, excuse me, got the download, have access to the download. And while I was doing the live show, 200 people downloaded, like 180 to 200 people downloaded the comic while I was talking. So that was pretty cool. So everyone has access to the book, but it was cool that during the live show, the show was only an hour. So during that hour, 200 people downloaded it, which was cool. I was honored. So people are interested. Put on some Johnny Carson. Johnny Carson. Right now? Is he still on? I don't think he's on. He went the way of the Golden Girls, I think. Up to you, sir. I showed it, man. I showed it. Say, yes, sir. You're a good man. But that's cool. Yeah, man. A lot of people downloaded Yogs #1, which was pretty cool. And that was pretty awesome to hear that. They told me that after they had the numbers. They said the numbers of what happened with the downloads, which was pretty cool. I thought that was pretty awesome. I was all right to hear that, which was pretty cool, you know? Heck yeah, man. Let's see. This is tricky. It's tricky. It's tricky. Let's see. There you go. Because I drew, a lot of times I draw stuff. How's that? Does that look cool? His thumb looks weird, but I kind of like it. And he has a big backpack. His backpack, I'm not sure how it works yet, but it is filled with the goo. It's filled with all of this. Well, actually, it's a backpack. I used to be filled with goo, but now it's a backpack because he has all of these extra weapons, all these bubbles. They're all in his backpack, and he screws them on the end of his gun here, and then he shoots the bad guys. It's true, but I remember doing this. That's it. I don't know if I like that. I forgot what I did before. I gotta look. What's the reference? Let's see. Where did I go up here? No. I'll just change it as I go. That's all. That's all I'm gonna do. I don't like that. But I know I made it shiny. I put a little shine on it because I want it to look like it's like vinyl, like shiny. I want it to be shiny. So I'm going to fix this little line right here. This backpack is like, it's like a pool toy, like a big beach ball. That's what it's supposed to feel like. If you rub the backpack, it goes like that. So that's what I want it to be like. That's what I'm imagining anyway. I don't know if it'll come across that way. But when they make a cartoon, you know they want to. You know they want to. I don't know if they do. But if they ever do, that'll be the direction. The backpack must be like a rubber beach ball kind of. Yeah, it's great, Baltazar. Keep dreaming, Baltazar. Just get the book done first. Man, this guy. Critic is harsh, man. You can't just goof off with the critics around. Isn't one line stream enough? Right. I know we did a live stream today at Skokie, which was pretty cool. Me and the Crone boys, the Crone brothers, the brothers Crones, the 3 Scoops. And it's kind of like I'm doing all these things and suddenly I got a whole bunch more stuff to do, which is cool. All right, let me see. I got to figure out what he's doing here. What's his body doing here? Because I want them they're all holding this bomb. They're like bombs. But they're like water balloons. That's what it's really like. It's like a water balloon. But the liquid inside hurts the gouache monsters. He figured out how to hurt them. He reverse engineered their DNA to hurt them. It's the first time ever where I have a character in a comic that actually wants to hurt the other guy. Besides bad guys, I did superheroes, but I'm probably not the first time. But I'm very aware when it does happen. Wants to hurt him. He even says it. Like right here, you see the top. He's resulting in an experimental anti-gouache bioweapon. And he rubs the squeak, 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 screws that on the tip of the gun. And he goes, "This should work just like gouache slime, only different." He goes, "Different?" He goes, "How different?" And then they go click, click, and they're about to shoot him. It's gonna be good. It's real dramatic. This is a cool story. It's a story that I've been working on since I'm like 18 years old. I was a freshman in college when I created the Cray Babies. And it just took like forever. Like I made the comics in 1992. I started making them, but the Cray Babies, the characters, have been around since like 1988, something like that. I was 18 in 87, 88 is when I went to college, and that's when I created them. Because I have Christmas cards that I made with the craze on them, and I had a bunch of different characters, but I narrowed them down to a few good ones here. Like I had the Cray Babysitter, I had the Cray Baby, but now that I worked on them a little bit, I redrew them and rewrote them. I got rid of the baby part, so there's no more baby. There's just Crays, which is cool. It makes more sense. The baby word was confusing people because it used to be like they were called babies because back in the 90s, early 90s, everyone would say, yeah, baby, you know. And I thought it would be cool to say Cray Baby, but they're not babies. They're not infants. But then people end up calling them Crazy Baby because nobody could read. They can't see that big A, C-A-C-R-A-Y. So I got rid of that. But I hate like when people mess up your character, you know. Like, so I got to put words that they can see. But even though like it's called Yogs, people don't know what Yogs is. But they're not gonna mistake it for anything because it just says Yogs. That was the publisher said, yeah, no one will mistake Yogs for anything else. Like, that's true. But I like these guys, man. These are my first characters that I worked on that I was gonna publish myself, and it worked out cool. And I ended up doing about 10 comics with these guys. And they weren't all in a row. Some of them were, there was 8. I think I did 5, and then I did 3 more, and then I did random ones. So it was, I did 2 with Franco too. There was 2 team-ups with, it was a team-up book with Weirdsville Cray Babies. I should probably work on that. I should probably print that again. I don't know if anyone would want that. The story's a little different now. The characters are a little different. The story that I did before is not quite the same as it is now. I did a few tweaks, made it better. But I can't wait, man. I wrote number 2. I wrote the story, and I just got to put it all in place. And book 3 is awesome because I never wrote book 3. The stuff that's in book 3, I never wrote that story anywhere before. So book 3 is a brand new fresh story, and it's the fresh story, and it's going to be the conclusion to Cray Baby Adventures. But it's called Yogs. The Yogs book 3 is called The Mystic Orb because it takes place. The story takes place in the orb. Why are you ruining it for Balthazar? But I'm not ruining anything because you don't know why it takes place in the orb. But it's going to be fun. Can't wait. I already have the cover sketch done. If you follow me on Patreon, I'll probably post their one sometime. Because if you follow me on Patreon, I put a lot of stuff on Patreon that no one else anywhere else on social medias or my website or anywhere else sees it. So I do a lot of behind the scenes stuff on Patreon, a lot of secret stuff, a lot of teaser stuff, a lot of stuff I'm not even supposed to show you. Sometimes I put up there. Like I put my Conan the Barbarian pitch up there. But then the Conan guy never called me back, so I'm doing my own Conan book. It's called Nonak, the Barbarian Fella. That's what it's called. So I'm walking up to the line on a lot of these things. People say you can't do that, and I'm like, I'm gonna, because it's a parody. But I think I'm gonna use that character. He's gonna be in Powers in Action, and once I finish some of these other stories, I'm gonna start doing Powers in Action comics, and it'll probably be like towards the end of this year where I'll be able to finish a lot of these things I'm working on. Powers in Action will probably start within probably next 7 or 8 months, maybe even sooner, or maybe after. I don't know. But definitely by 2024, I'll be working on lots of Powers in Action comics. Because right now, my jobs, I got a few jobs to do, and they kind of took away from some of these deadlines a little bit. But the good thing is, like, I'm like 18 months ahead on my monthly book plan. So I got the next 18 months. I got books for the next 18 months, which is kind of cool. Isn't that weird? I've never been that far ahead, but most of these books are all done. A lot of them were the books I had on Comixology. So all the books I had on Comixology are finally coming out in print form. It's all true. It's all true, man. I'm going to explain in this episode, in this issue, why he has this scar on his eye. Oh, it's going to be cool. And I like stuff that happens to the characters. Like, once it happens to them, they're like that now forever. Like, if he gets a scar on his eye, he'll always have that. Like, sometimes in cartoons, like, like Wile E. Coyote, he'll fall, and then he'll be better in the next scene. But not with these guys. It stays. It's more permanent, which I kind of like. Yeah, it's going to be good. It will be good. It's good now. I don't know. Nobody cares. Shut up and draw. Oh, it's rough. You guys still saying stuff? I'm going to read some of your stuff. It's got holes. Does he look? All right, let's see. Save and a swig. I'm going to put his face on there. People just joining. Swig. Save and swig. Wayne saying thanks. Wayne says she was at 2 different shows as a guest, and I couldn't resist getting more pictures with her. Yeah, man, that's cool. She is cute, extremely talented. Does she talk like that too as the armorer? Then Jaren, this is the way, the foundling. She does those voices too. I guess most people who downloaded Yogs were teachers and librarians who will promote the book. Yeah, man. And Paper Cuts printed all those free little ash can previews of the book. Like Minicon, I got a mini comic 6-page preview of the book that the 6 pages in that preview are only available in that preview. Because that was actually my original pitch for the series. Because I showed that to Paper Cuts. And they liked it. And then I asked them, can we do a little mini comic? And they said yes. So I might even print that 6-pager somewhere. And I was thinking about putting in Savage Amazement, putting it in there. Maybe I might do that as backup. But we'll see. I'll probably do that somewhere. But right now they're giving away the mini comic. And once they give it all away, maybe if it's all gone, maybe that's when I'll reprint it in something. But I definitely like it. I really like the way it came out. So I'll probably put that in something. No Neck is an awesome name. Yeah. It looks like No Neck, but his name is No Knack. It's like Conan, but the N and the C are switched. Like the first C and the N. So instead of Conan, it's No Knack. But hopefully I don't get in trouble. I think I'll be okay because he's a cool character. And I'm only making like these short print runs. It's not like I'm getting distributed too much. But the plan is like later when I have several issues, like right now I have Meteorite, it's 3 issues long, and Webster Spider Monkey will be 3 issues. I want to try to collect them somehow. Maybe what a publisher would like to collect a trade. But that's like down the road. Like, so I want to do this forever, but I don't know if I want to keep drawing for the rest of my life. I don't want to be real old drawing comics. I want to be able to print them, print more and more and more copies, in different forms. That'd be fun. I don't know. I'll probably be 95 years old saying, one more book. But it would be cool. She has a raspy, sexy voice. Hello, Wayne. Wayne Mosu, come here. Put on this helmet. Take off your glasses. Let me see you. Yeah, that'd be cool. You're lucky, Wayne. You got to see all kinds of people. You're a good man. Kevin said, watched an old ECW with blonde, bright golden hair, Stone Cold on it. Yeah, he was pretty. He was so pretty back then. Yeah, he used to be what was he? Not ringleader. He went to WE, but he was on. That's where he got his Stone Cold personality, because he got hurt during that time. So while he was healing, he wasn't wrestling much. He started going on the mic, and that's where they said his mic skills took over. And yeah, man, Stone Cold called me one night too. It was real cool. He gave me a phone call. He was on Christopher Daniels and Kazarian were on his podcast, and I listened to the podcast. I wish I recorded it, but now if I want to hear it, I got to pay. But when they listened, they were talking about me on the show, and Stone Cold says, man, that Art Baltazar is one badass artist. And I wish I recorded it. But during the show, Daniels texted me and he said, hey, Stone Cold wants to know if he could call you. And I was like, yeah, give me my number. So after they recorded, Stone Cold called me, and it was about 1 a.m. And he called me, and he's in California time, so it wasn't too late for him yet. But when I answered the phone, I got a text and it says, what's your schedule like as it pertains to a phone call? And I don't know anyone who says pertains, like that's got to be him. And so I said, call me right now. And he did. The phone rang, and we talked for about 2.5 hours. And it was real cool. And he wanted me to draw T-shirts for his new show, The Broken Skull Ranch. And I sent him samples, but he said they weren't. He liked them, but they weren't his image. He needed to be tougher. I'm like, man, I can't draw. That's the way I draw, man. Unless I trace, it's not going to look tough. So he didn't want me to, he liked my stuff, but he couldn't wear them. And he said, he wanted me to draw like the Chaos Comics, how they did stuff with him. That's what he said. So, but we ended up talking about Breaking Bad, and we ended up talking about wrestling. We ended up talking about Sting, talked about a whole bunch of stuff, talked about Goldberg. It was fun, man. And I told him too, like, man, that was a great conversation. He said, yeah, it was. I said, were you recording? And he went, damn it, I should have recorded it. I said, yeah, it was cool. But we had a good time. And he knew all the place. He knows where I live, what neighborhood this is, because his favorite place to wrestle was Rosemont Horizon, and I'm only about 20 minutes north of that. So he really liked talking to me, and it was real fun. And I got to know him pretty good just in an hour and 2 hours or so. But he was cool. He was a real guy, genuine, and it was cool to talk to him. But I wish that I understand that I couldn't do the T-shirts he liked, but that was fine. I didn't mind. I didn't mind not doing them, because at the time, I don't know, it was all right. But I wish I did something, but he never called back. He said he'd call me back in 2 weeks, but he never did, which is fine. I understand. He's a busy guy. But it was cool to talk to him. I still have his phone number. So I should text him. I should just say, hey, man, remember me from a few years ago? I'm that guy, man. How you doing? It'd be fun. I don't know if that Broken Skull Ranch is still on. That obstacle course show. That's what it was. Like, They had these real fit people. The women would challenge women and men would challenge the men, and then they do this obstacle course at the end. And it was insane. And they had like only a few people made it. But I like that. That was a cool show. It was a cool show, and I'm happy to talk about that with Stone Cold. It was pretty awesome. But I wish I recorded that podcast with them saying that, because I want to make a clip. I like it. I think I could still find it probably, but I gotta pay it, and I don't know if I subscribe. I don't know how to unsubscribe, but I don't listen to that many podcasts as I used to. I used to listen to them all the time. That Baltazar is a badass artist. That's what he said. He talks like that for real. And Breaking Bad was a badass show. That's what he said. He liked the heel turns, he told me. Yeah, Jesse Pinkman, man, when he did that thing, man. That's how he talks. It was cool. And it was funny because everyone was going to bed in my house at the time when he called. And then finally when he hung up, he goes, man, I got to go. It's almost like 1 o'clock in the morning over here. I'm like, yeah, man, it's all right, man. Go to bed, Stone Cold. And I was calling him Stone Cold. So he knows I'm a fan. It's hard to deal when someone's a fan. Whatever they say is gonna be fine. I tried to talk him into doing a comic book, but he didn't want to. He said that he's got to go for the big licensing money to make a comic. I'm like, oh, all right, I get it, man. I get it. I should have just did it. What do you want for an all yeah comic? But anyway, I'm doing. But that's all right, because now I'm doing a comic with finishing up my comic with Christopher Daniels and Young Bucks. The Young Bucks are going to be in the book. Young Bucks. Young Bucks. It's going to be cool. Didn't spoil anything. We're trying to get it done for their we're trying to get the book done for their pay-per-view, but the pay-per-view is coming up fast. I don't know if I can do it, but I'm going to try it. So this weekend I'm hunkering down. I think tomorrow we're recording a pod with the Oh Yeah podcast. I think that's the plan, but it's hard, man. Gotta hunker down with the guys. I gotta hunker down and get this work done. But this next month is gonna be intense for me. But you're gonna draw outside? No, it's gonna be intense. I'm not gonna draw in the tent. It's gonna be very intended. But I'm gonna be drawing intensely next few weeks. So I think May 1st, or first weekend in May or so, is Free Comic Book Day. But I got to get a lot of stuff done before then. Gotta, man, gotta. You gonna do it, Baltazar? I gotta. There's no ifs, ands, nor buts. Why are you saying buts, Baltazar? I'm gonna do it. I'm hunkering. Hunkering right now. It's getting screwed on. That's good, right? All right, let's see. Let's see what I'm doing. Let's see. Talking a lot, man. I'm getting out of breath. Right now, no one's awake in my house. Probably hear me talking. Shut up! Shut up down there! Let's see. This would be sloshy a little bit. He's sloshing it, see? Slosh this, Baltazar! All right, man, the critic is rough. It's rough tonight. He wants no part of this. The sloshing effect. Let's see. Screw, 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 squeak. It's true. Everything I'm telling you guys is the truth. Let's see. Twist, twist, squeak, squirt. I'm going to write all that. I got to write something like this. Let's see. Twist. Are we going to last? We still got an hour and a half before Mando. Squirt, squeak. It says squeak. Hope it's good. Please be good tonight. I swear, because they're not making it tonight. They already made it. So the guys, the people who made this new Mando episode already know if it's good. Or are they saying the fans will like it? Star Wars fans will like anything. Are they saying that? Or do they actually care about what they're giving us? I think they're going to tie it into Ahsoka. And the Ahsoka episode will take, will spin off from this. And I hope they don't, because I kind of want Mando to be its own thing. But I think that's what they're going to give us. They're going to tie it in. Or Boba's going to show up. That'd be all right, too. Boba showed up. That'd be pretty cool. If they tied it back into Boba Fett, that'd be all right. But because they already did that. That's already a thing. I mean, how about that squeak? Yeah. I'm going to tighten up these words. Make them thicker. Save. Let's see what you guys are saying. There's more things happening here, man. The Ringmaster, yes. He was a Ringmaster with WWF. But I don't think he was Ringmaster in ECW. I forgot what they called him. Your art is too pretty for Stone Cold. Yeah, he liked it, but he said it wasn't tough enough. He told me it wasn't tough. He goes, I'm a little tougher. But you're a badass artist. I said, thanks, man. He asked me, can you draw tougher? I said, no. I said, I draw like a cartoonist. He goes, yeah, I like it. I appreciate it, but he wants something cool. But he got a good t-shirt. He was wearing them on his show. So I'm off to Slumberland. Good night, Wayne. Have a great show. Thank you, Wayne. Yeah, man. Have a good dreams. Dream of the armor or helmet off. Is there a rhyme or reason to the different colors of the line work? Yeah, they're on different layers. So if you look at over here, see my little arrow. If you go over here, they're all in different layers. So the dark layer, the dark blue is in front of the orange. See, it's kind of like an animation cell. And then the orange is underneath that, and then there's another orange underneath that. So I ink in different layers. And then when I go to color it, it's a lot easier, and I don't have to erase. Like when I go to color this, I don't have to erase this little piece behind his finger here. I just don't color it. And then I choose it and delete it. I select everything in that color, and then it's easy to cleaner and easy to color that way for me. So I invented a system. That not everyone knows how to do. I guess everybody works in this stuff differently, but I like to breeze through this. I'm really fast at just letting the drawing do itself. And so when I color in different color, or when I ink in different colors, it gets easier. When I bring it into color, I'm able to select that color and delete it when I don't need to color it. So I don't have to do any, what do you call that? Lasso tool. I don't have to lasso the lines anymore because they're all lassoed already. They're pre-lassoed, not like Ted Lasso, just like lasso. Like how the ladies talk. I'm not hungry, but I'm kind of hungry. You know how they say that? I don't know. Did you get dressed or did you dress? I never knew what that meant. When you say the word twice, it means something different. I'm going to draw a little bit, but I'm not going to draw, I don't know, maybe that's only Southside Chicago, or is that everywhere? Does that take place in Canada too, with Deep Brad and Wayne? Is Deep Brad still here, or did he go to bed? It's all right. You could go to bed, man. This was spontaneous. This was a show I didn't know I was going to do today. But I had to draw this. Usually when I draw and talk, it goes a little easier. A little easier for me to get things done. But I get worn out because I end up talking for 2 hours. We had a fine show with the Crone Brothers today at Oh Yeah Comics. That was real cool. That was real fun. I like hanging out with those guys. It makes me feel like my day had purpose. When I go and hang out at the store and come back home and do something else. But I was even thinking about brewing coffee, but I had a lot of coffee today. I had coffee throughout the day. I didn't just have coffee at one time. I had coffee all day long. And it started to get where I had too much. So I came home and had, I was starving when I came home today. So I ate some leftover pasta, which is probably going to make me sleepy. But I have this big mug of Diet Pepsi. Diet Pepsi is my beverage of choice. Sweet. Yeah, that felt good. And so that's cool. I'm so happy I don't have to go anywhere till next Monday, I think. Might have to drive my daughter to work. I got to find out when she works this weekend. Hopefully she don't work till Saturday. That would be great. Because I need to hunker down, man. I need to hunker. Squirt. Squirt appropriate? Yeah, I'm going to put squirt. Because he's not squirting. What's it say? Squeak? Squeak? I'm going to write squirt. Because it sounds good. Squirt, squirt, squeak. It's all true, man. It's all true. Squirt. There's a lot of stuff's happening right now. I see your comments. I'm going to read some of those. I'm going to finish these words right here and then read comments. And I will answer all these questions. There's a lot of questions, man. But I had a good time with this Crohn's today. Those guys are awesome. I know Adam's waiting for the Mando. I only went to sleep early for one episode this season. And it was, I think it was just because I was just exhausted. But I forgot what episode it was, but it was the one, oh, I remember. It was the one after the clone one. The cloner, the one in Camino. The next week's episode, I felt like I didn't need to stay up all night to watch it because it wasn't as good. I didn't like the cloner one. It was all right. But I think that following week, I actually went to bed because I couldn't stay awake. Then I watched it first thing in the morning before I even went on my phone or did anything. Okay, let me see. Let me see what. I gotta find. I gotta remember where they are on page. Page is that? Page 6. I'm gonna open page 6. You're gonna spoil it, Balthazar. No, we'll be fine. It's fine. Oh, here it is. I drew this on the last show. There they are. They're still behind the brick wall. Seeing down here, there's in the backpack. This is going in the backpack right there. So it's kind of shiny because I want it to be like a beach backpack. All right, let's see. Let's see where we're at. Let's see, man. Let's see where we're at. All right, here you go. Let's see what we got saying. So Steve Austin. There's another one. What do you guys say? Stunning Steve. Yeah, Stunning Steve. That's what he went by in ECW. Stunning Steve says, what's your go-to snack? Today I had a bowl right here. This bowl. I had hot Doritos. They were spicy nacho Doritos. That's not my go-to. I really like pretzels. I like pretzel rods or nuggets, whatever they call them. I like pretzels a lot. I eat cheese and crackers. I like cheese with, or cream cheese and crackers. I don't eat a lot. I'm trying not to eat a lot because, you know, it hurts. And then when I eat too much, I get sleepy. So I don't want to do that. And he says, I am here. It's still early here. Oh, yeah, man, you're like 3 hours ahead or something. Super Sai is here. Hello, Super Sai. Haven't seen you in a while. 1 hour to Mando. Oh, 1 hour. Yeah, man. I'm about an hour and 15. Hour 15 to Mando for me. But I always go a little past 2 o'clock because I don't want to. We'll go a little past 2 because I feel if I go at 2, it's gonna stutter. Because it does, even when I press play, it doesn't always go right away. So it's sweet. But yeah, man, I like to eat different things. But I don't eat too much. I eat anything that keeps me from being hungry, so I don't overeat. Otherwise, I don't know. There's no reason. I just don't, you know. Because I don't want to be a big fat sloppy guy. So I'm trying not to. How was Famousing at the con? Oh, it was cool, man. They did really good. Muncie was real fun. And what I really like is when the people come up to me and they don't even speak to me. They just see the comics and then they start grabbing all the new issues. And man, it's such a cool feeling that people walk up to the booth just like it was when we were kids, going to like 7-Eleven and seeing the new comics on the shelf. And you just know they're new because the cover's new and you never saw that cover. And that's what's happening when the kids are walking up to my booth now. And they're just seeing, like, they just start grabbing. They say, I'll take that one, that one, that one. And it's real fun to see that. And printing these new books just for conventions is working. Like, I really see it happening with the kids' faces when they find out where my booth is. And they're like, wow, here's all the good ones. I don't have this. I don't have that. So I like that feeling. It's pretty cool when it happens. So that's what's happening at the show with new people, with new fans and stuff. And that's pretty cool. I dig it. So, but the show was real fun. I had a great time hanging out with friends, and Muncie people treated me like a king. So it was cool. Anywhere I went, people were there hanging out with me, giving me something to drink. I had Red Bulls at my service. I only have a few, but like I was so worn out though. Like it's the energy is so high that just being on all the time wears you down, you know. But it was all right. I'm not complaining. That's just what it is. But it's kind of like a good prep for like the next few shows, because like C2E2 really, that beats you up too. C2E2 was awesome, but this was a lower, easier show. It was only 1 day, but it was still fun. I would go again. If they do this again next time, I will go. If it's the same deal, I will go. It will be part of this tradition, and it was cool. I really liked it. And Muncie's cool, man. Muncie's a cool downtown. I really like how it looks, and the buildings are close, and the blocks are short, and you can walk everywhere. But the problem is there's no people. Like I don't think there's enough people to support cool stuff yet. But they have to try to get people to move to Muncie. And that's just the problem. I don't know if people want to go to Muncie to live there. But the people who live there like it. So I saw a lot of cool potential for lots of businesses downtown. It was cool, man. I was thinking about all that. I mean. There you go. He's twisting. Come on, baby. Twist and shout. There you go. I gotta add a little bit to this. Add some shadow, some personality to this gun. It's just a stick. It's all right. It was cool, man. I like that multi-show. My next show, I think, is Tidewater Con. I'm going to that one. That's in Virginia Beach. Oh, I see. I put that highlight. See that highlight? That's what was looking different. And I had that highlight. Yeah, Virginia Beach is where I will be next. I think that's it. Or maybe Free Comic Day at Skokie. One of these things going to happen. I promise you. I promise you that. It's going to happen, man. Let me add some of this to highlight. Because it's shiny. These things are like water balloons. They screw on though, see? But they shatter once they hit the bad guys. Once they hit the bad guys, man. I'm gonna make them behind a wall. Let's see. This. Yeah, they're gonna be behind a wall. Maybe the buildings back here. I'm gonna make the wall right here, maybe. Yeah. A lot of prep. A lot of drawings. You got these guys in the sky still. See over here, the bad guys are still hovering above them. They're still shooting down them. See it up. Over here, you still see them in the sky a little bit. See if they're in the sky. It's cool, man. This Cray thing, Yogs, is pretty violent. Kind of violent, kind of little story. But I like doing stuff like that in kids' books, especially when we did Grimace Island. We got like supernatural things going on. The devil shows up. And then there's romance in there. There's kissing. There's sweet, sweet lovemaking. But we did that in the book and no one even knows. They read the book and don't notice that that's all in there. It's kind of like this. And same with the other book I did, Big Alien Moon Crush. The Big Alien Moon Crush, and nobody even noticed that there was a war. I destroyed planets. I killed millions of characters. But it doesn't read that way. But that is what happens. And my son pointed out, like, Dad, you just killed the whole planet, a whole species of characters. Like, yeah, can you do that in a kid's book? Yeah, I did. Shoot, man. It's pretty funny. All right, I'm going to stop talking about that. I'm uncomfortable now, Baltazar. Let's see. Are there bricks in the Cray world? There are. So I'm going to do my rated R book too. That's going to be good. I'm not even going to tell Branko. He's going to know that once I do it, I'm going to send him some copies. He's going to say, what? That's how it's going to go. That's how it's going to go down. It might go up. You never know. Better things always have to go down. And things drop too. It's dropping. It drops Tuesday, man. All right, here you go. Put a little splatter right here. Man, speaking of the snack of choice, man, I might have to do that before Mando comes on. It's a good thing about streaming, man. I can eat something first. That's the thing too. Like, I don't eat a lot all day, but then I get hungry a lot more. That's okay though, right? You need to cleanse. Sometimes you don't need to eat stuff. You need to cleanse. Sometimes the favorite part of the day, the best part of the day is like when I'm slightly hungry. I feel good. Can't be too starving because like it feels like a comic convention because it takes me 4 hours to eat a sandwich at my table. 4 hours? Shut up. Yeah, that's what it just feels like. Feels that way. All right, let's see. How's he look? Look, I'm gonna take away the pencils. How's it look? Oh yeah, there you go. I like these little details because then when I color it, you really see them. They pop, man. Pops. Pops, man, pops. See, look at that. Look at this guy. He's all in charge. He's telling him the plan. Hey, man. Listen to me, man. If you do what I say, we'll all be fine. Like, how do you know? It's true, man. I'm in a good part right now, like in my comic book making career. So I've got a few big jobs right now that I have to get done. I have to hunker. This weekend's gonna be pretty tense. In this book, we're doing the art or the library show is coming in June to Chicago. So I got already signed up for a few things I'm going to be doing in June. I'm going to be talking to libraries, and I'm going to be doing a drawing class, some kind of presentation, which I think I have to send in my slides, you know, something like that. But it's going to be cool, man. I can't wait for that either. So I got a lot of cool stuff going on. I might be doing some exclusive videos for this company I'm going to be drawing stuff for. I wish I could tell you. I think they're going to announce something at the library show, maybe. Hopefully. But if not, that's cool. We'll make it happen. Make it happen somewhere. Man, when you guys see what I'm doing, it's gonna break. They say break the internet. It's gonna be cool. It's like something I never thought I'd ever do. The next project. So it's kind of cool. Just can't tell you what it is. That's not fair, Baltazar. Why did you tell him? Why are you teasing it? I'm excited. It's good stuff. Yeah, man. Yeah. Oh, yeah, man. Let's see, can I close it off now? Look at that. Look at that. I like drawing these cray buildings. I don't know what's happening now with that antenna. Look at that antenna. Watch. Looks all crazy. You know. I like it. Let's see what we do here. Let's see. It's all true, man. Everything you hear me say is true. Craze. There they are. Let's see what the gouaches look like. See? They're all menacing. Did I put eyeballs on them here? Let me see, man. Let me see. Yeah, look at. Right now they're just in the sky. I can't wait. I'm looking at them. I could, right? Should I put eyeballs on them? No, not right now. I got to draw those guys back there. First, I'm going to take a break and see. This is what they look like. The craze. Never thought I'd ever come back to these guys, that anyone would ever want to publish a story with these guys. It was always a joke when I talked to my friends that they would say, someday you'll draw cray babies all day. I'm like, yeah, never. It's never going to happen. But it's so weird, like 31 years later after they came out, that's what I'm doing now. Oh, you guys are seeing some cool stuff. Yeah, man. I'm in a swig. I was famousing. Yeah, man. Famousing at the con was cool. Facebook user. Let me see what you're saying. Any new powers in action in the works? I'm making some good progress on the kids superhero book I've been working on, The Justice Heroes. Is this Danny? Is that you, Danny, Facebook user? Yeah, man. I'm working on powers in action. I'm writing stories. I have my next book will be I'm starting with Powers in Action number 5. I was going to do Powers in Action like one-shots, but instead I'm going to start with issue 5 because I did the first 4. And they're still available on my website. When I run out of copies of number 1, I'm going to reprint just like I've been doing with Grimace. And I've done that with Action Cat number 1 too. Those are coming soon. So with Powers in Action, I'm starting with number 5, and it's the Cosmic Team. You see the Cosmic Team in the first issue, and Eclipse is leading the Cosmic Team. She left Earth to go to space to look for Dr. Catbeast. So they're looking for Dr. Catbeast, and we find out what happens to him in issue 1 or issue 5. And I'm planning on doing 24 books of Powers in Action. So right when I get through some of these other things that I planned, like I want to do 2 Giro Mans, I want to do a Golden Age Action Cat, Cosmic Action Cat, and I think I have like 1 more Spider Monkey, but I have a few books I want to do, probably about 6 books, maybe 8 books that I want to get through. Then I'm going to start Powers in Action. So Powers in Action will probably be throughout 2024, I'm thinking. By the time I get to it, by the time it comes out, probably 2024. And I want to release it in my monthly schedule. But lately, I've just been printing books way ahead of my monthly schedule. So that's going to happen. Powers in Action definitely going to happen. I already have pinups of people who sent me pinups, and all of that stuff is going to happen. And it's real fun. I talked about the story with my son, with Gordy, and he really digs it. And every time I tell him the story, he says, wow, when are you going to work on that? He can't wait to read it. So that's going to be real fun because Powers in Action, I actually created way before the craze. I created Powers in Action when I was 16, 17, 18, when I was in high school. And I made 18 books, 18 or 20 books that I folded the paper over and just started drawing. So that's going to be a fun time. I can't wait to get to it. And once that starts, man, I want to plow through the whole thing. I don't want to take a break. I want to go 1 issue back to back to back to back. Like I got all these other little mini issues, which is cool because I'm having fun. But Webster Spider Monkey number 2, Cosmic Action Cat, probably 1 or 2, and then Captain Camel the Space Chicken. I got all these books coming out that I just want to keep making books. I'm going to keep making books. Powers in Action's coming. I'll probably have it probably later this year, November, December, or early January, February. But it's coming, man. I got a big, long list of things planned. So it's cool. Super Size is kind of weird question, but do you have any other friends other than Frankie that create comics? Yeah, man, I got a ton of friends. Almost all my friends make comics. All my comic book friends make comics. I got Scoot. I got Kurt. I got a whole bunch of guys. Alejandro, Dave Scheidt. I got the Satrin sisters. I know everybody. I got a whole bunch of friends. A whole bunch of friends make comics. I got now new guys like Troy and Matt Fife. And I got a ton of guys, man. We're building an all-yeah crew every day. Seems like another guy joins our crew. So it's kind of fun. Sounds like good times. Right on, Wolfie. Oh, yeah, man. I saw your Beach Kids, too. Was that a T-shirt or a towel or something? I saw your Beach Kids, Wolfie. That looks pretty cool. They're cute. They look good. I don't know if Stone Cold would like them, but I like them. You still watch any Star Wars animated shows? Yes, I'm still watching Rebels. I'm getting through Rebels, and I really like it. I really like Rebels. Somehow my glasses got dirty. But I really like Rebels. I'm getting through that one. I'm on season 2. And every time when I'm going to probably watch that more when Mando finishes today. I'll probably start some Rebels throughout my hunkering for the next 3-4 days. It'd be cool, man. Says, yes, sir. It's Danny. Awesome. Love some Powers in Action. Yeah, man, it's coming, man. I can't wait to get through Powers in Action because that's where Nonak, the barbarian fella, that's probably going to be issue 6 with Nonak. Well, let me see. I think I wrote it down who's in which books. I think Nonak is in number 6. And then I have Lynx. I think some of them are getting solo shots. I don't know if I have it. I know I wrote it down, but I don't know which book it is. But I have a Lynx solo story that's going to be like his origin, but it's going to start with his mom. So instead of origins being where a lot of lately tradition is the male hero becomes a dad and the daughter takes over. But I'm going to do different. I'm going to have where the mom was the hero and the son takes over. Actually, it's a son and daughter. So it's kind of cool. And her name is, his mom's name was the Minx. The Minx, and he's the Lynx. And so he creates, he uses her costume. And but in Lynx's story, his mom and dad go missing. So we're going to find out who they are. And you're going to find out, if you read the early books, then you read issue 5 and then number 6, it'll connect. By issue 7, it'll probably connect with Lynx. And then issue 7 and 8 are mostly going to be about Lynx, and they're going to be about Suplex. What happens to him on Suplexia? Because at the end of number 4 of Powers in Action, the Suplexians took Suplex to Suplexia. It makes sense. Believe me, man. Believe me. It makes sense. Cool, man. Let's go. Let's go back to. I'm gonna add something so I could switch these cameras, but I'm gonna show you something like this. Here's something for you.
Hot night. Hot night. Hot night.
Heck yeah, man. It'd be cool. So I'm doing a lot of stuff, man. A lot of stuff. See what you guys are saying. D Brad, you going? All right, D Brad. You're good, man. I'm glad that you joined us and here and me. Good to see you today on both shows. D Brad was on both shows. But yeah, man, I'm gonna go take a break. I'm gonna go have a snack, prepare myself for the Mandalorian season finale. It's gonna happen, man. It's gonna happen. And be on the lookout, man. I'm still gonna make comics. I'm making a lot of comics. I got a schedule for the next 5-6 years, and I want to continue to do a monthly release for the next 5 years. I don't know what 6 years will be. What was it? 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. To 2029. Let's make it 2030. Yeah, let's go all the way to 2030. That's when I'm gonna have a monthly book until 2030 January. How about that? That's what my goal is. I think I could do it. And this month's going to be rough because I got a lot of deadlines. But I have several books ahead, so I don't have to produce a book of my own for a few months. But I'm gonna. I keep doing it. But a lot of my monthly books will be re-releases of old stuff with a new cover, with a new logos, new logo treatment, and updated. And I'm going to release the original Captain Camel series. I'm going to color it up, but I might change some of the words so it matches because the story originally was linked to the original Crybaby story. The only thing I'm not going to reprint is the original Crybabies because we're getting a new retelling with Yogs. So I might take some of those older stories and put them in like Savage Amazement. I might have a book in there. I might have something in that. I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to put like, because I got like a sketchbook coming out every 6 months or so. The first one was Bizarre Balthazar Bizarre. The second one's going to be called Savage Amazement. And I have the cover. If you're a Patreon subscriber, I already showed you the cover on there. So that'll be cool. You go to Patreon and just give me $2 a month or $1 a month, whatever it is I have on there. And you'll get to see all these behind the scenes stuff. And if you go to my website, Electric Milk Creations, you'll get to see all of these new books I'm putting out. I put Webster's Spider Monkey up there this morning. Was it yesterday or today? So there's actually 2 new books this month. I put Grimace Island #1 on the first, and I just put Webster's Spider Monkey #0 up today. So those are the 2 new books I put up this month. I got a few more coming because I just was anxious. I wanted people to see it. So I'm putting up books. I'm getting more books. I'm making a lot of books. and I'm plowing through the stuff. In October, we got Meteorite and Meets Spitfire Space Cricket, another book with Jamie Cosley. So in some of these future books I'm making, I'm trying to make them one-shots, but I'm also teaming up with Comic Tom and hospitals, so and whatnot. We got sponsorship. So a lot of my books have to be 20 pages in order to fit the budget, I guess. Yeah. So they'll pay. So a lot of the other books that are longer stories, I'm printing myself, but there's no reason for I can't do a monthly comic. So I got a lot of stuff, man. And I looked at a few of my books now. I got Gyro Man #2. I just sent Gyro Man #1 to the printer. I got Gyro Man #2 that I only need to finish like 6 pages or 8 pages. And then Cosmic Action Cat, I had the first 11 pages finished. So I got a lot of stuff. I got a lot of stuff done. So a lot of these books I'm working on, I only have to finish half because I was finishing half of the books for Comixology. But now I want to make a whole 20 to 24 page book. So they're fun, man. I'm doing a lot of cool stuff. So that's what I'm doing right now. Let's see. You guys saying a lot of stuff. It says hot links. Love the hot links. Yeah, man. Hot links are awesome. That was hilarious. Yeah, that was a trailer for Abraham Linkage. That's just a one shot. We got more stories planned or stories ideas, but it takes a long time to get through one book. So so far there's going to be one shot. Abraham Linkage. We need more linkage. I'm going to try it. General Zod is outlining stories, I'm sure, but we'll see what happens. I'm not sure. Eclipse is hot. It was fun to see those early Powers in Action drawings you did back in the day. High school, I think, process stuff. Yeah, man, I did all those in high school. She is cool. There's a story I wrote about her. She gets a book too. So a lot of the books are like going to be like, issue 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and all the way to issue 24. And a lot of those books are individual characters. So they are treated like one-shots, but they do carry over. So we're going to meet Eclipse's sister in the future. She has a sister, but I don't want to say too much because it's kind of cool. But I grew up reading a lot of X-Men, Claremont X-Men in the 80s and 90s. So it's very inspired from that, a story, something like that. Yeah, man. Facebook users like, yes! Looking forward to Captain Camel and Svengoolie too. Yeah, Svengoolie's going to be cool. I'm almost done with that. I have 4 more pages to finish. I got to draw them. I'm drawing 4 more pages. And then I got to ink them and color them, stuff like that. But it's cool, man. I'm just happy. I'm just doing all this stuff, and making comics is what keeps me going. Every day I wake up and think about what I have to do, and it's cool. It says, I want a subscription. I know, man. I'm trying to figure that out. I don't know. I'm thinking about putting a subscription on my Patreon, but I might do that. Like if I put, because if you buy one book from me for $5, it costs $10 to ship it. $10 postage now. So to keep it nice in a priority mail envelope, maybe I'll add that as a tier, subscription tier. But maybe I have to do, maybe, right? Would that work? You guys think I should do a subscription tier on my Patreon for $5 a month and you get the book? Or it'll be like $15. $15 a month and you get a book. I don't know. Or should I continue it? I don't know. I'm thinking about that. That might be pretty cool. And see, so happy to see Svengoolie comics coming out. Any chance you do a cover for the second issue? We're going to have a cover for the first issue. It's going to be exclusive to IAC Comics, so we will have one. I will have a cover, and that's another thing I got to get done pretty soon. And we're going to have a cover that's going to be exclusive to all 3 of our stores. It's going to be cool. Yeah, man. Can't wait for Nonak. Love me some Barbarian stuff. Is he a villain? No. Nonak is a good guy. He meets Dr. Catbeast in issue 5, or maybe issue 6. He meets him in issue 6, maybe issue 5, but probably at the last page of issue 5, Dr. Catbeast is going to see. There's 2 guys. Who's the third guy now? I forgot. But he's going to see Nonak. Man, it was the third guy. I forgot who he was. Man, I can't remember. There was 3 guys. Oh, that's it. He's going to meet Migor. Migor and Dr. Catbeast, or Miko, Dr. Catbeast, and Nonak are all going to be in issue, definitely in issue 6 together. But they're going to probably get introduced in issue 5. So that's going to happen. Oh, I can't wait. It's going to be real fun. I'm looking forward to that whole thing because in issue 5, it takes place on another planet. And we're going to see the bad guy that we've seen before is on that planet. It's cool. There's a lot of cool stuff that's happening in that next storyline. And my superhero book, the most normal superhero stories have already taken place in issue 1 through 4. But they're going to get all nutty and crazy. And I'm just doing whatever I wanted to do. And the storytelling is pretty quick because I evolve a whole storyline between issue 1 and issue 24. And if I can finish the whole book before issue 24, I will, but I don't want to. I want to stretch it out. Because I already know the overarching story. I know the big bad villain. I know the good guys, bad guys. I know who's going to live, who's going to perish. I know all these things. So it's kind of fun. But yeah, man. So hang in there with me, man. Maybe I will put that tier up on, maybe I will do that Patreon tier. The only thing bad is like, but I'm doing it anyway. But like the only thing bad, I was getting behind on my sending stuff to people, but I'm not getting behind on sending comics to people, which is kind of cool. So I'm going to do that. So maybe I'll put a new book. If you guys, $15 a month, you get 1 book, or you could do it on my website. It's still the same. Postage is still the same on both places. So I don't know. We'll see. Let me think about what I'm going to do. And meanwhile, I'm going to go take a break because I want to watch some Mandalorian. I'm going to get a refill, a new swig. I might make a Pop-Tart or something. But you guys are awesome. And I want to show you something before we go. And yeah, that's it. Like, no fighting, no crying, be nice to each other. Do the things that make you happy, man. Wake up and do stuff and make comics. Do things that make you happy. Okay, bye-bye.
Do you want to be 18 to 33% smarter? Do you want to increase your chances with the opposite sex? Do you want to impress your friends? Do you want to impress your mom? Do you want to impress your mom's friends? Then you should get Christopher Daniels and Kazarian Wrestle Aw Yeah Comics. Written by Christopher Daniels, drawn by the Eisner-winning artists Art Baltazar and Franco, and starring the World Tag Team Champions of the world. Get your copy of Ring of Honor Wrestling right now, autographed by the best tag team in the business.
What do you think? Oh my God. What do you think? Oh my God. Downtown Herald. I have memories, man. Coming back. C2E2. Lemon pepper. Harold's. Harold'sChicken.com. Subscribe, like and subscribe. Click for notifications. Watch my posts. Treat Harold's with respect. Always tip. You got it.
Art.
Oh yeah!
Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oh yeah!
Famous cartoonist says things.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah!
Famous cartoonist draws things.